Hello guys, Chris here and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing the Steam Deck in the top 10 most played games on Steam. This one is a 512 model. That doesn't really matter, they all have the same specs basically. And that is the Zen 2 4-core 8-threaded CPU with the RDNA2 Van Gogh GPU, as well as 16GB of LPDDR5 RAM on this thing. Also, as I usually do, I will be using a capture card to record everything that we see here today, so there is no performance loss, and that's why I'm gonna be looking up to my monitor right here. Let's get to the games right now, shall we? Alright guys, as usual we got CSGO in first place with over 1 million players right now, and I'm gonna go down here to the game info tab, Steam Deck compatibility, and see what's up with this. So it says some in-game text is small and may be difficult to read, but everything else seems to work just fine, so it should be playable, right? Alright, first things first, you can move the mouse around with the analog or with the touchpads. So that's a great thing to see. The touchpads have a bit of acceleration, quite a lot actually. Anyway, first up, let's go over the settings. I'm playing at 720p, as you can see right here, 16:9. I can't really select 16:10 for some reason. Other games allow me to do that, but CSGO doesn't. And for reference, the native resolution of the Steam Deck is 1280x800. So we're just slightly under it. It should perform the same if you're using the native resolution. I selected the texture detail to high and everything else to low, basically. How do I turn off the random weapons? I don't know what button that is. What the heck? Oh boy, okay, let's go with the P90 then, the bonus weapon. And I can't really count the averages and stuff like that, but you know what? It's actually fairly smooth. There will be an odd stutter here and there. That's completely normal in CSGO. And we got our first kill. I actually thought I would just die and die and die over and over again. But we got AFK people to save the day, my friends. Oh yes. And the P90 as well. I can't imagine using like an AWP. Oh boy, we got the kill. That wasn't an AFK guy. That's beautiful. How do I buy things? That's the real question. I really want to know that, because the UMP sucks. I don't want to use the UMP. Actually, I want to see if I can kill somebody with an AWP. That would be interesting. But yeah, I don't know what I was expecting. I thought it would be worse because the CPU is really, really low powered. Like, you can see the CPU is only using 7 watts right now, and the GPU is using 2 to 3 watts of power. Like, that is freaking efficient as hell. Like, what the heck, dude? Well, guys, you know what? I think if you really want to, you can even sort of play the game competitively a little bit if you connect the keyboard and the mouse, for example, and the monitor to the deck. Like, this is super nice. It's always above 60. Wow, that's crazy. No, okay, here's the thing. Now I kind of think that everybody in this server is using a Steam Deck. Because that wasn't really normal, was it? 3 more kills? Okay. There we go. 2 more kills only. Oh, and we won, my friends. Let me check my score. Oh, we got second place. Are you serious? 15 kills and 8 deaths. With this? That's crazy. And in second place, we have DotA 2 with 550,000 people playing right now. And it says it's playable here on the compatibility stuff, but it has quite a bit more issues than CSGO. You might imagine why if you played DotA 2 in the past. Like, playing it with this thing is probably not gonna be very viable. I'm so confused. Where the hell is the mouse? Oh, there we go. The mouse showed up. Good stuff. Okay, let's go to video right here. Medium settings are being utilized. 720p as well. I can't use 800p once again in this game. I guess Valve games just don't really run with the Steam Deck's native resolution. And here we have it. We can control the camera with a joystick, which is nice. And now all we have to do is wait for them to get into a little bit of a team fight. Right now the FPS aren't as good as CSGO's, but of course this is on medium settings, not on the lowest. And medium does look quite a bit better here in DotA 2 as well. And you know what? I wouldn't really mind this experience. As long as it doesn't have a ton of input lag, I would be fine with 30 plus FPS in Dota 2. Okay, there we go. Team fight is happening now. We got a ton of effects. It is dropping to the cinematic frame rate, my friends. 24 FPS minimum is what I saw so far. That's not great, you know. That's not great. I can play this game with like 30 plus, even with some drops into the 20s, but it's better to not have drops into the 20s, obviously. So I am gonna go ahead and play it with the low settings preset here. I'm also gonna set the render resolution to 100%, and we're back to the game now, getting 40s instead of 30s. Alright guys, this team fight was pretty nice previously, so here we are again watching it, the replay, and well, it did drop already to like 27 frames per second, but it's much more stable now on low settings. So yeah, Dota 2 is playable on the Steam Deck's hardware. You just need a mouse and a keyboard to actually play it properly. Because with a controller, it's not gonna happen, guys. Alright? So, the first two games were pretty playable on the Steam Deck, I would say, but Apex Legends is a different beast. This one is in third place with 206,000 people playing it, and it's Steam Deck verified. It's completely working with the Steam Deck, I think. So let's see how it runs. So I set everything to the lowest here at 720p resolution, aside from the textures, which are on medium, and texture filtering, which doesn't really impact performance. Okay, looking at the entire map is an extremely intensive thing to do in Apex, and it's only dropping into the high 40s, guys. And this is the most intensive map? What? No way. No way it gets 60 plus down there and Dota 2 doesn't. What the hell? I don't have any more words. I love the Steam Deck. What the hell? What the hell? I can play Apex Legends on the go. What the hell? Those temperatures are creeping up there right now. It's using a lot more CPU and GPU at the same time than the previous two games, but this is so buttery smooth. Holy crap! Smoke effects. I really want to see my ultimate, by the way. That's where things will drop the most, but inside of smokes it doesn't really drop too much. This makes me feel that we are getting scammed by the PC companies, you know, Nvidia and AMD and Intel, that they aren't making things as efficient as they could. Like, this is so efficient. What the hell? It's not even using the full 15 watts on the APU, guys, and it is getting enough performance to play Apex Legends pretty comfortably. Oh, wait a second. I thought this area was actually really intensive, but it isn't because they changed it. I haven't seen this part of Apex Legends yet. Alright, there we go. Let's throw this out. There are a few people here. Alright, I got that one. Kind of. He was already down, of course, but still. Let's see the explosions of the ultimate. Okay, so it drops a lot from 60 whenever things are exploding like that. But I mean, it's only in ultimates or like tons of grenades and smoke effects where it's gonna drop, and I don't really think it's a major deal. It's getting 60 plus most of the time anyways. I am super impressed. Here comes the bad news. PUBG is in 4th place with 167 people playing it, but it is unsupported on the Steam Deck. That's because it can't install the anti-cheat yet. Maybe they will fix that and they will allow it to install the BattlEye anti-cheat, but for now, it doesn't work on the Steam Deck, at least on the default OS. And I actually tried installing the 5th game on the list, because it's a game that I really wanted to play on this Rust. And with 112,000 people playing it, it's currently sitting at 5th place. But for the same reason, it can't be played on the Steam Deck. The anti-cheat is not configured to support the Steam Deck. Next is my favorite. In 6th place, we got GTA 5 with 100,000 people. And you can see that it is playable, but it has some issues. But you know what? It was very easy to solve because I just discovered that if you press the Steam button and touch the touchpad here, Yeah, it shows a mouse cursor, and you can do the first point and the second point absolutely fine. And the third one, well, you just gotta go into the settings. It sets it to 800 by 600, and well, it's very easy to change settings, obviously. All right, let's go over the settings. I'm playing in DirectX 11, 720p. And again, if I set it to 16 by 10, it doesn't show me the 1280 by 800 for some reason. It's really weird. So we're playing at 720p high settings, as you saw, and with all of the advanced graphics disabled. And guys, I gotta say that in this one, although it's pretty impressive that it gets around 60 frames per second when you're standing still or just walking around, I was a little bit unimpressed and kind of disappointed at the Steam Deck's performance in GTA 5, guys, because as you can see, it's starting to stutter quite a bit, and that's very noticeable. Yeah, I don't like the experience here. I was expecting much better coming from GTA 5 because it's an older title. It looks really good, yes, but it runs on a potato these days, let's be honest. So the fact that it can play like Apex Legends absolutely fine, but it can't really play GTA 5 smoothly, is a little bit weird to me. I found a bit of a workaround, and that is locking the FPS to 30 or 40. If you use 40, sometimes it can actually drop from 40, so be wary of that, and whenever that happens, it will have a few stutters here and there. But if you lock it to 30, it's gonna stay at 30 FPS locked the entire time, no problems whatsoever, and now it won't stutter at all. But hey, at least you can play GTA 5 on a handheld device on the go. That in itself is pretty nice, you know? Hello, Jacqueline. I thought it was gonna be Jack over here. Well, at least we can still kill Bob, so that's all that matters, obviously. Restore the balance in the universe of benchmarking. Wait, how do I aim? There we go. There we go, and now I should... All right, there it is. There it is. Bob is dead, and we almost hit Rex there, but everything is okay. I'm actually gonna try it with MSAA 2 times, guys. Oh, now it has no sound. Interesting. I wonder what happened. It is looking a little bit better, for sure. I can tell the difference with the MSAA enabled. There are far less jaggies right now. And now instead of getting 30% usage on the GPU, it's around 50%. And whenever you get to forest areas or grassy areas, it's going to go up by a little bit further, but not by too much, I think. And here we go, going up to 70-something%, 80% usage on the GPU. Not a problem though, it's not hitting 100%, so if it doesn't hit 100%, that means that it will stay at the 30 frames per second mark. And hello Jack, by the way, I can't really control the camera too well with the controller here and look at Jack properly, I'm sorry guys. Goodbye Bob, and let's move on to the next one. In 7th place, we have War Thunder with 80,000 people playing it, and it's Steam Deck verified. Everything should work absolutely flawlessly here. Let's go over the settings. We're playing at 720p because there is no 800p in this one either. We're using the high settings preset, which the game defaulted to, and apparently it's running quite well over here, looking at the plane, so to battle. Okay, guys, I haven't played this game in years, and I only played it for about 5 hours total, and most of it was in the menus or in a benchmark playing horribly. So, excuse my terrible gameplay here, but the FPS are very good, 80s. Oh my god, I can't do this. What the heck am I doing? That's a massive stutter. Well, I guess we're gonna see an explosion. That's exactly what I meant to do. Die and see an explosion. And fire effects and everything. Honestly, this looks a little bit low for high settings. We're back to it, guys. Apparently, with more people scattered around the map, it gets slightly more intensive, because now we're in the 60s. Or maybe down there it was just less intensive than up here, I don't know. But it seems to be pretty reasonable, the experience. They kind of nailed it with the high settings preset for the Steam Deck, because it's getting 60 plus. Yeah, this would be way easier with the mouse and keyboard targeting this. Oh boy, I cannot do this. No. Okay, almost crashed there. Well, no, we're still far away from the ground. Again, I am truly sorry for the gameplay in this one. I just don't know what I'm doing. But it runs very well. And the 8th place belongs to Call of Duty Warzone 2 or Modern Warfare 2. And unfortunately, this one can't be played on the Steam Deck because, once again, it doesn't support the anti-cheat. In 9th place, with 75,000 people, almost the same people as Call of Duty Warzone 2, interestingly, is the more than decade-old Team Fortress 2. This game released in 2007, if I'm not mistaken, right? Damn, that's crazy. And it's playable on the Steam Deck, but it has some issues, as you can see. Of course, being an older title, it's not really meant for this thing, but let's try it out. I cannot believe this, guys. The only game so far that actually allows us to select the Steam Deck's native resolution is Team Fortress 2. Are you serious? Oh my gosh, it's the 16-year-old Team Fortress 2. Interesting. If I go back to the options menu, it's actually set to 720p, so never mind. But at least it shows the option. The other ones didn't. So anyway, let's go to the settings over here. Everything is basically set to high. I guess we can use like 2 times MSAA. It's Team Fortress 2, right? I'm gonna go for it. Make it a little bit smoother looking. It's really loud, this game, but it is working pretty well. It has a little bit of motion blur. Oh my god, no. No, it stutters a lot, actually. Weird. The oldest game of the bunch, and supposedly the easiest to run, is the one that stutters the most. Again, it could be because it's just not optimized yet to play on the Steam Deck. Maybe they will get to it someday. I know that when I first received this Steam Deck, I tried to play CSGO, and it was just a stuttery mess as well. It was completely unplayable. Maybe it just needs to load some things. I don't know. Vulkan works in mysterious ways, and Linux. But no, it's still very bad over here. What a shame. Really thought this one was gonna be way better than this. I cannot put up with a lot of stuttering in games, so I'm just gonna exit this one. Now, the 10th game and final game on the top 10 Steam most played games is FIFA 23 at the moment, with 67,000 people. And I don't have the game, because I don't really like these games, but it says unsupported right there on the Steam Deck compatibility. And if we try to learn more, it's also because of the anti-cheat. So it wouldn't work anyways, even if I had it. So I'm not gonna buy it just for this video, you know, just to show you that it doesn't work. Yeah, I guess we should probably move on to Destiny 2, which at this time, 10:42 p.m. here in Portugal, as you can see in the top right corner, the 10th most played game on Steam is actually Destiny 2, with 69,000 people playing it. It also doesn't work. Destiny 2, guys. I was gonna install it, but it's unsupported as well. Look at this. Compatibility, details. It's the anti-cheat again. So this is a real issue, guys. I believe the hardware is very capable of playing a ton of games out there. Like a lot of these that I have that aren't really supported would probably play well if it wasn't for the anti-cheat, especially like Rust, which runs on a potato. Alright, if you're interested in more games, I will have another video in the future here in the channel, the full review of the Steam Deck. So yeah, stay tuned in for that. I got a ton of titles here. Red Dead Redemption 2, I will need to borrow that from a friend, but it will come as well. And I will try to include my usual list of games that I use in my full reviews of GPUs and stuff like that. Thanks very much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a ton of fun here with the Steam Deck today. It's a very nice piece of hardware right here. I thought I wouldn't really like it too much because I'm used to high-end PCs, you know, but no, it's really nice. In some games, it can pack a little bit of a punch. Catch you in the next one very soon. As always, love you all. Bye-bye.